Do you want to let MCR?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm commentating women's now. Okay. Are you local? Are you? We're women's now. You have a spare camera back? Okay, fine. I appear to have swapped. Oh, I'm on.
Can I tell MCR?
What?
I think somewhere in there we've swapped which stream we're doing.
You're tech, right? Plus fix?
Yeah.
I think Jamie and the commentator. I don't know what's happening there. Well, I think in terms of
What match
what's
are we
right up
looking
here,
at? Which one am I
we've
commentating?
got the right microphone
There's
for
three
it.
courts.
I think
We go.
Yes. Good question. Hello, I'm just going to interrupt. Oh yeah, I do.
Are you on 12?
I'm on 12, yeah.
Blend. What do we want?
I spent ages.
What's it meant to be?
It's down there, but the central one.
Any of them except blend. Great. That looks better. Only that camera wasn't on it.
I told Jamie to...
Here's...
Right.
That's one, there's the other one.
Who's the other person?
Who's the other person?
Lottie is commentating women's.
I was open. I guess I'm doing this one now.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but we've got no one to commentate men's. Is this one not like it?
Men's open. Yeah, that's Anna. Anna's doing it.
Okay. Oh,
Anna's
you're
going
over there. Right.
As long as we have someone on each match, it's...
Presenters are ready to go. I'm just wondering if we've got to check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine. That's all good.
So who needs this mic?
Lottie and Trace. Sat down.
There.
Oh, there you are.
Jamie, take the other mic.
Why? There's only one of them. I thought I was at the other end.
No, you're here now.
So I'm commentating this one.
Yes. Try it first. I was very confused.
Oh, hello. We're live.
Wonderful. So we're watching the badminton women's first right now. We've got Horton and Rogers playing for York. We've got Ho and Rao playing for Lancaster. The score is currently 7-2 to York.
Is this on the closest court to us?
Yes, it is.
Lovely, lovely.
Another point for York there. Lancaster hits it long.
Going for a serve here from York. Nice close to the net there. Oh, hit.
Lancaster can't return it.
Yeah, unfortunately, did extend, did manage to reach it, but it bat hit the floor. Or not the bat, sorry, the racket. Lovely smash there.
And another one.
Beautiful return there from Lancaster. Nice and high return. York trying to go for a just over the net shot there. Didn't quite get the height.
Of course, if you win the serve by winning the point in badminton. So now it's Lancaster's turn. Score is 9-3 to York.
Do you know, another badminton fact is that when you're on an even number, you score from the right.
Ah,
Serve from the right.
I did not know that.
And when it's odd, you serve from the left. So we know Lancaster are currently on an even point. They're serving from the right there. Lovely shot there from York. I think it hit the Lancaster player there.
Might have done. York now on 10 points, Lancaster on 4.
It's very difficult to return the shuttlecock once it's hit you. Well, not once it's hit you, but when it's coming straight for your body there. Lovely shot there from York.
Into the side
Straight to
line.
where they were. None of them could quite get to it.
York to serve.
11-4 there. Ooh, that was a lovely return from Lancaster.
Which landed just at the edge of the court, and none of the York players were close enough.
So they're now serving on 5-11 here. 5 to Lancaster. Oh, that did hit the line there. Oh, no, it didn't. It's very difficult to tell from up here.
York
So
now serve.
Lovely long shot there. Did unfortunately go out.
Too long.
That
York
makes
with
it
the point again.
York on 13. Lovely rally here. Right back up there. They're getting it nice and high, nice and long. A lovely short net wear there, and Lancaster getting it straight down after a beautiful rally.
Worth mentioning the lovely lunge shot that the York player made. She really went for it. Lancaster serving now. Score is 13-6. York hits it out, 13-7. You need to reach 21 points in badminton, and then you get a set, and it's first to two basically, or best of three.
Now that was out there.
Again, 13-8.
Should mention on this court, or this space, we've got two other games playing in the background. Score's currently 19-9 on the court, just behind ours here, and then over in the far end, that is 11-13. So, apart from the middle court and our court, well, basically just the end court is all to play for. These two courts here, there's a lot of catching up to do. A lovely shot there from Lancaster. That did land in the back corner there, the back square where you always want to aim if you can. They're very difficult to get it back from there if they're not there.
The extremes of the court are hard to reach.
Yeah. Oh, that was a beautiful...
Again, into the extremes of the court. Wins Lancaster the point.
Oh, no, that must have been out. York are serving here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very unlucky
was
there from the
definitely
Lancaster
out
player.
there. Hit very wide off to the side of the net.
Looked like it hit the wrong part of the net, the racket there.
17-8 to York. York to serve.
Yeah, it's supposed to be live in half an hour, so if it's live half an hour, I'll speed a bit.
Lovely serving here. Oh, landed out there.
There's a lot of crowd noise today. It's a very popular one, is badminton.
A lot of people enjoying. There was a win, I think. Oh, no, there was a lovely point played on that end court, which is where all that cheering came from. And our court here. York serving. Oh,
A
a
short
lovely
return
try.
failed.
Lovely try at a net return there. Didn't quite make it over, did hit the net.
York only need 2 more points to win this set.
Oh,
Ooh, hit wide by
unfortunately
Lancaster.
that bounced right off Lancaster's racket there. Unfortunately it went out. That does make the score 9-20 to York. A beautiful serve. Straight
Out again.
from York into Lancaster's
So
team and
York
immediately
win that
out.
set.
That is one set to York there. The score at the end there was 9 to Lancaster, 21 to York. The players are just swapping out now,
Taking a quick
having
break.
a drink, chatting in their teams.
It's worth mentioning on the middle court, there was a set one, should I say, by York.
Yeah.
They're now just beginning their second set, which York seem to be winning so far at 3-1.
Yeah, on all the courts currently, York seem to be in the lead. With it being one set each on our closest two courts. And if I can just about spy the end scoreboard there, it looks like they may still be on their first set.
I think it's looking like 17-15 over there.
On that end one, yeah. Just got up to 18. On this middle one here, we've got some lovely bit of racket play here. They're going for some nice long smashes. A few net shots there. An unfortunate miss from York, making that 1-6 to... I think the 1 might be York.
I think the 6 is York.
No, sorry, the 6 is York, yes.
Yeah.
Because they're away. It'd help if I knew what I was talking about. Oh, beautiful through the legs from York there in the middle court.
They're
That's
making
one.
each other run around a lot, aren't they?
Yeah, that's still 1 for Lancaster. They need to catch up here because York are 1 set ahead of them. Not helped by the hit of the net there.
There's rapid gameplay on the far court as well.
Beautiful
Very
serve
evenly
there.
matched down there. They keep matching each other score for score.
That would have been a lovely return there. Unfortunately, it did just about land out the tram lines there. And this court closest to us, getting ready for the next game. We're Currently scores along all the courts, starting at the back, coming towards us. At the very back, it is 7. Is that 17-17?
I think it might be.
They look like there's some catching up from the
It's now
Lancaster team there.
17-18.
On the one in the middle, that is 2. I think it's 2-10. Scoreboard ops just making their mind up. Yeah, 2-10. And on our closest court, they've just started with 1-0 to Lancaster. Lancaster, beautiful air shot there. They're getting it nice and wide, although look, York have just landed that out. That is now 2-0 to Lancaster. Tripped over my words there. Lancaster might be able to bring it back this game on our closest court.
Very evenly matched, of course. I think the biggest difference in players is currently on our second court. They're about 11 points ahead, but this first court here, our first seeded pairs, they are very closely matched.
Yeah,
as
so
York has just won that point.
York currently on 2.
And have just won another one as well.
They're now on 2, sorry. Making it even. Lancaster need to pull ahead again, so they don't have a repeat of the last match. Beautiful serve there from York. Lovely return from Lancaster. York was not quite able to get it over the net. That means that is a point for Lancaster, making it 3-2 to them. They need to pull ahead of York to then keep up and get that next set. Lovely return there. Some beautiful games going on here. Nice back and forth from the Lancaster players here. And York managed to hit it out, making that a 4th point for Lancaster. Now doubling York's score on this closest court. York are just discussing some team tactics here, it looks like. Lovely serve there from Lancaster.
Big smash from York there. Lancaster keep it in play there. They're managing to return it very well. Hit
Out there
by Lancaster.
from
Point
Lancaster.
4-3 to Lancaster currently. York to serve next.
Our end game has just been won by York, giving them 1 set. That is the one furthest away from us.
Lancaster serving on court 1, they're currently at 5-3.
Oh, that was a lovely reaction there from the Lancaster player. It came over the net from the serve, an immediate whack back right into the York player there, giving Lancaster that 6th point with York only on 3. Oh, unfortunately, York have hit into the net there. Lancaster are starting to pull ahead. It's not a repeat of last game. They are in with a chance of winning this one.
Seems that Lancaster have found an advantage somewhere, and they are exploiting it. Good serve there. Couldn't be
Unfortunate.
returned by Lancaster, so York win a point. They're back in it. Their turn to serve now.
Lancaster have really picked up their game since the last set. They're doing really well.
But they have just hit it wide, so another point for York.
York are now 2 points behind. That is 7 to Lancaster, 5 to York. Lancaster need to try and keep this ahead as the other games, York are ahead.
Missed there by York, so the serve goes back to Lancaster. 8-5 to Lancs.
And our middle game has concluded with a win to York. So on the middle court, York now have 2 sets. They won there on 21-5.
A very conclusive win over there, I think, from court 2. This is less conclusive. It's 9-5 currently, but York are a set up, but Lancaster seem to be doing better on this one. And they've just conceded another point to Lancaster as well. So we're now at 10-5. York have a bit of a effort to put in if they want to grab this back. Effort was well put in there, and York won the point. 10-6. Serve goes back to York.
And York are going for the serve here. A lovely over the net shot. Weren't quite able to return it once Lancaster threw it back at them. Lancaster pulling ahead with 11 points to 6 points for York. York taking a bit water break here.
Brief break mid-set. Up again. Seems that they're pretty evenly matched. 2-2 all across the board, but I believe Lancaster won their first set down there.
Yeah, so Lancaster here need to win on this court closest to us. Currently York have got a few sets going down the other courts.
They seem to be getting a bit of coaching here, Lancaster on court 1. They're taking a mid-set break. They are putting a lot of effort into it, so it's well deserved. Lots of crowd noise there for the men's open badminton as well.
Yeah, so our players here are getting ready. Lancaster serving their left-hand side. They're on 11 points. York were unable to return the serve, meaning they're now on 12 points. Lancaster there. They've gone for the serve. Lovely backhand there from the Lancaster player. A lovely smash from the York player. Lancaster getting it nice and high. York returning it nice and high. They're keeping it way up in the air. A lovely smash there from the Lancaster. York were not able to get it back over the net. Smashed right into it. Lancaster there on 13. York still on 6. York having a discussion here. Getting ready to receive. And York went nice and wide there.
Into the box.
Straight into that back corner. It's exactly where you want it when you're aiming.
I think both the Lancaster players thought that would be going out, so they didn't go and try and catch it before it hit the ground. York hits it wide there, so that's a point to Lancaster. It's their turn to serve again. It's 14-7.
Just a little update from that last court. Furthest away from us, the score is 6-all. A beautiful get there from the player on our court here. Dived onto the floor to return that shuttle. So unfortunate that they did not win that point. That was such a beautiful move. Although once you're on the ground, you're basically not able to help anymore. It's a risky move.
Quickly. Lancaster hit the shuttle wide, and they win another point there.
So yes, the end court is now on 7-all. They're very evenly matched on that court furthest away from us. Now going for a rally on our close court. Lancaster hitting it just past the line there on the back, giving York another point. That means it is Lancaster with 14, York with 10, going for the serve here. A beautiful net shot from York. Lancaster throwing it to the right there.
Just lands on the line, so Lancaster win that point. Their turn to serve again. Although York seem to have been keeping themselves just about in competition here, so it's all to play for, really.
They're going for a long shot there. Lancaster just about too long there.
York are good at judging when it's going to go out. And
Yeah,
leaving it.
York are really good at judging that is going past the line and leaving it. They've been able to do it consistently this game. Oh, a lovely shot there from Lancaster. Right over the net, and that was in the tram line there, so a point to Lancaster.
Lancaster doesn't quite return it far enough. Couldn't reach the net, and York win that point there. It's their turn to serve again now. The score is currently 16-12. York are a set up as well. 16-12 to Lancaster, that is. 16-13 now, they've just won a point. An update on the far court. It's currently 11-9 to Lancaster, so they're pulling ahead just about. It's been a very even match down there, though, so we'll keep you updated on that one. On the first court again, York hit it into the net, so it goes back to Lancaster to serve. Score is 17-13, so York are not out of it yet, but they're losing time to grab this back. Beautiful long shot there from Lancaster.
Hitting the net there.
Lancaster.
A lot of cheering going on for both teams, both the end court and our closest court.
We've had an influx of watchers from the men's game. It's Lancaster to serve. Some lovely smash hits there from both sides. Very high. Oh, and it hits the Lancaster player's legs. Couldn't return it. So
Once again,
point to York there.
very difficult to return it once it's going for your body. You either have to move your body and hit with a racket to the side, or you've got to get that racket in front of your body, which is logistically quite difficult to do once the shuttle's coming towards you. Hit on the tram line there.
Just inside.
Point for York, that's 18-15.
point to Lancaster. They're getting very close to winning this set, but that would make them even sets. So there's one more to play here, assuming that Lancaster win it. It's 19-15. Lancaster's just served. Got a good rally going, running all over the court. Good
Lancaster
smash from York.
keeping it nice and high. They keep every time York smashes it, they're getting it nice and high.
Lancaster put it in the net, so that's another point for York. 19-16. It's closely matched, even though York are a couple of points behind.
York are behind, but what we've been shown in this game, that it is still anyone's game. Lancaster were struggling at the start, and then they started to pull ahead, but York are getting points here and then, slowly chipping away at that lead.
And that shot goes just outside the corner from Lancaster there. Another point to York, and they are closing this gap slowly. It's 19-17 to
That shuttle is going out or not. They followed it right to. I've got another quick rally close to the net here.
very varied shots in this game, and in most games of badminton, really making their opponents run around. Oh, the shot hits the line there. It did look like it was going out, but that's a point to Lancaster ultimately. They're on 20 to York 17, so Lancaster only need one more point and they win this set, and then we'll have to go into a tiebreaker set to determine the outcome of this game.
Lots of noise from the crowd there for this match. We've had a massive crowd show up today for this badminton match.
Oh, York hit it out and Lancaster win that point.
Lancaster
and the set.
Somewhat ironically win the set using the method that York gained so many points with, just letting it land out.
Exactly.
Beautiful there.
So that's one set apiece for York and for Lancaster. They'll have another break before their final set. Let's check in with court 3 now. They're still going pretty evenly matched. It's 15 to Lancaster and 18 to York, who seem to be pulling slightly ahead, but Lancaster have the serve. Returned into the net by York, so that's another point for York. No, a point for Lancaster even. Again, York struggled to return, goes under the net instead. Lancaster continued to serve, and it looks like Lancaster might be winning this game in the end. Very powerful shots going in here. Oh, and Lancaster win that set. 21 points to 15. And that's 2 straight sets for Lancaster, and so they take that game overall. So there's just one game left here, which is the first seeded game. We've got the York players seem to be ready again. Lancaster players need another moment. Still getting a bit of coaching from their coach.
Yeah, both teams really putting the work in today, taking that chance to just relax in between games.
Of course, that was one win from York on the second court and one win from Lancaster on the third. So it's really all to play for here in our first seeded women's match.
It is indeed.
I'm sure they'll get started again in a moment. They seem to be getting ready.
We're just waiting here. All games have concluded now. We're just waiting on this final game here. They've just passed the shuttle over. York waiting here for the Lancaster. Lancaster players just taking a moment. We need the final decider next up. They're both currently with 1 set each. One of them needs to pull ahead here with the next one. They're just chatting in the background with their coach there.
York are trying to communicate something to Lancaster. I think they're going to use a new shuttlecock now.
Passing the shuttle around here. York having a bit of a team chat.
York seem to be ready to go. We're missing a Lancaster player though, not quite sure where they've gone to.
Now just waiting for the second Lancaster player.
And they'll get started again soon enough.
Other games once again have concluded with wins for York. Our second Lancaster player is back now. They're getting ready to start this game. Just doing a shoelace here on the court. Got to make sure they're done up. You don't want to trip over while playing. Once again, both Lancaster and York on one set each. This is the final decider.
A tie-break, if you will, for all of these women's first-seeded matches that we've had playing. Lancaster serve.
And here we go. They're off. Lancaster serving there.
Goes long. York win the point.
And that is a point to York.
Of course, both sides are pretty desperate to win this set. It's all to play for still. Goes long again from Lancaster. Another point to York, 2-0.
Lancaster really need to pull ahead here. Oh, Lancaster have hit the net.
And another point to York there. They're pulling ahead already, but we've got a long way to go in this set.
Three points here to York. Lancaster really needs to get here because this is the final deciding set. Oh, they're currently just discussing the scores. York are on 4 now. With Lancaster getting a point here, making it 1-4. Lancaster going for the serve here. But with the return, Lancaster were not quite able to get it back. Looked like an unfortunate slip on the court there, making it 1-5 Lancaster. Nice long shot there from the Lancaster player. Returning, beautiful net shot from Lancaster, giving them that much needed point. Now 2-5 to Lancaster.
2-5 to York.
2-5 what, sorry?
It's 2-5 to York.
2-5 well, 5-2 to York, yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunate shot there. Oh!
Very powerful smash from the middle court from York.
Lancaster player managed to get their racket to it, but the racket did not quite return it in the right place.
Goes off to the side of the net. York is sitting at 7 to Lancaster's 2.
And they're serving here. Lancaster not able to return it. Another
good
point for
smash
York.
right between the players there.
York are pulling ahead significantly here. Lancaster really need to... they're taking a moment. Lancaster player just catching their breath there. Nice high shot, getting it way back there. Trying to avoid any more smashes. Unfortunate.
It's far too long.
Long shot there from the Lancaster players. We're on 2-9 now. York going for the serve.
York, who definitely seem to have the upper hand this set, but there's still all to play for. Lovely long smashes.
Nice rally here. Nice consistent rally.
Ooh, goes very wide from York,
Out.
so Lancaster win that point.
Lancaster serve here. A lovely long shot there. They need to get that point. Oh, unfortunate. Lancaster went for it. Wasn't quite able to reach. Lovely effort from the Lancaster player there. They're really trying to put in that effort. Unfortunately, York are just pulling ahead.
It just slipped under the net there instead of over. York's shot landed just inside the line. Lancaster thought it was going out. It's currently 11-3 to York, and York have the serve. They're taking a quick break for water. It is an intense game, this one. They are running all over the place. And Lancaster getting a bit more coaching as well.
Lancaster players here just having a chat, discussing things.
They're switching ends, which is unprecedented. I don't know why they're switching ends, but they're switching ends halfway through the set. Perhaps because it's a tiebreaker, so they're getting an even chance on both sides.
Yes, that might be it.
Yeah.
Oh, an unfortunate serve from Lancaster there, straight into the net. A lovely serve there from York. They're going for a rally here. You can see the effort Lancaster are putting in, but unfortunately it keeps going into that net. We're now on 3-13. And we've got some lovely high shots here. They're really, really good rallies here. Lancaster going for high. York getting it over that net. Really making Lancaster run for it here. Lancaster, you can see the concentration on their faces, but unfortunately that's just gone wide to the left there. York are now on 14. Very much over halfway to winning. Lovely hit there from Lancaster, right in that back square, exactly where you want to aim for.
You're able to pull back a point there and get the serve as well. which is an
Lancaster
advantage.
may not be getting many points, but the points they're getting are beautiful shots.
They are indeed.
Nice long one there from York, aiming for that back square. Lovely over the net from Lancaster.
Just a short smash drops just to the other side, and York are unable to reach it in time. It's 14-5 to York. Oh, York manages to hit it just inside the line. Lancaster thought it was going out again. 15-5. York to serve. A nice short serve there. Well returned, but Lancaster hit it into the net.
Unfortunate net there from Lancaster. They just need to get that shuttlecock higher if they can. Some lovely rallies here. Got a lot of net play here. Nice and high there from York. Went straight down the middle of both York players. Neither of them grabbing it. Lancaster, beautiful shot there. Lancaster now going for the serve. It is 6-16. And a straight down the middle.
Smash. Very close to the net from the York player, and it went right to the back of the court, just inside. 17-6 to York currently, and they have the serve. Oh, goes just inside the tram lines. Another point to York.
Lancaster player there. You can see visibly the emotional impact this game's having. They're playing really well, though, putting all the effort in. That was a lovely smash there. Well left, very well left. That is a point for York, for Lancaster there, sorry. York got it just out there.
And now it's Lancaster's serve. They are trying their best to chip away at York's substantial lead, but York are getting very close to winning. They only need 3 more points.
They're a whole 11 points ahead of Lancaster.
Oh, and there's another wonder for York. Only 2 more points now as it gets smashed into the tram lines. Service goes back to York.
We're getting a lovely rally here. Smash from York, straight there. That is a point for York. This is the penultimate point if York win this one. Lancaster, they essentially need to get more than 10 points in a row to have a chance of winning. There's a little discussion from on what the score actually is here.
It's actually still 19. Lancaster did in fact win that point.
They are just... So, a quick update on the score. It's actually 18-19, or 8-19, sorry. It's now 8-20.
So now it's the match point for York. They have the service. Oh, Lancaster hit it into the net, and York win the game. There we go.
An unfortunate loss there, straight into the net, making York the winner there.
2 sets there to 1. Final score in that set was 21-8 for York. So big congratulations to them there. So that means that there were 2 wins for York in the ladies' badminton overall, and 1 for Lancaster on the 3rd seeded court. There is still open badminton going on. That is played by men's teams. They seem to be intense games, lots of audiences there. This seems to be the end of the women's badminton now. So yes, if you are still interested in watching more badminton, you should switch over to the men's stream now, because there won't be much more on this court. Lots of crowd noise from those games as well. They seem to be very intense and pretty closely matched, if I'm not mistaken. There may be more women's games in a moment, but everyone seems to be taking a break just for now. Particularly this first seed, they played very intensely there. And a big well done to both teams, because they both put in a massive amount of effort. And congratulations to York for their 2 wins there. we're just still waiting to see if there's going to be more matches on the women's side at all. There's a lot of team chat and support from the onlookers. There's no practicing going on or anything, so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so the women's first badminton is back up and running again. They seem to have rearranged all their opponents. So there's lots of different seed matches going on now. The most far through game is on the second court right now. It's currently 4-2 to York. And we have the previous victors of court 1 on there playing against who I think were on the second court before, who lost their game to Lancaster. Lancaster lost their game. Although Lancaster have just won that point there, so it's now 4-3. And they have the serve. There's another match happening on court 1, but there's no one keeping score, so as I'm not tracking that one myself, I will have to give you brief updates. The shot just goes long there for Lancaster. On the furthest court, I've got a powerful smash there from Lancaster. I think it's 4-1 to York. We've got a score now on court 1, so I can keep you up to date with that. On court 2, York have just won another point, so it's 6-4 currently to York. On court 1, it's 3-0 to York also. So York are doing well this time around. Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
So we've got 3-0 on court 1. We've got 7-4 on court 2, and those are both to York. And I think it's 5-3 to York on court 3. So York's winning every game right now. We're still playing women's badminton. York are doing pretty well all round. It's 4-1 on court 1. Some nice slow hits on this one. Some more leisurely paced game. But Lancaster have just won their point now.
Not as intense as the last game we were playing. They're kind of taking it easy. We've got the same Lancaster team on as before. So they'll just be still recovering from playing so many games in a row, especially with the large break we had.
Lancaster both go for the same shot there, and I think they hit each other's rackets on court 1. So the scorer seems to be struggling a bit with keeping track of which side is which, but they're doing their best. Court 2 is going well. It's 10-6 to York right now, so they're steaming ahead. Lancaster just hit it out, so it's now 11-6.
Yeah, our score is now 4-5 to Lancaster.
York hit it into the net there, so it makes it 5-all. And Lancaster are serving.
Beautiful smash there from Lancaster, but was unfortunately out.
Goes long, and York win the point.
York's point there.
Court 2, York are going strong. It's 14-6 right now. And it's now 15-6 as Lancaster hit it into the net. Couldn't return the serve.
Beautiful upshot there. Right into the corner where Lancaster couldn't get to, making that 7 for York.
It's currently 8-all on court 3. Now 9-all, 9-8 even. As Lancaster win that point now.
Lovely dive there from York, but it didn't quite work, giving Lancaster the point there, making it 6-7. We're just checking the York player there is okay.
Small elbow.
Oh, an unfortunate net shot from Lancaster there.
So the serve goes to York. Good serve from the York player. Big smash from Lancaster. York returns it into the net, and Lancaster win the point there. Pretty evenly matched on the first court here. Second court, steaming ahead again, York, 17-8. And Lancaster hit it out, which makes it 18-8. Third court, again, very evenly matched. They are 10-all on the third match. 9-8 on court 1, but 19-8 on court 2.
Lovely long shot there from York. They're keeping it nice and high. They're now going along the net, and unfortunately Lancaster there could not return it after they had a very quick rally going over the top of the net very quickly, making it 8-10 to Lancaster. Well, Lancaster with 8, York with 10.
Big smashes from their player closest to the net, but York are keeping them on return. York only need 2 points to win in the second match here. But York hit it into the net, sacrificing a point to Lancaster there. It's 19-10 now.
Yeah, so on the court closest to us here, they're just having a drink, having refreshments, taking a sec. Lancaster team they're discussing. York on the pitch discussing. In our other games, furthest away, the score is 11-all. In the middle court here in this sports centre, we have 20-10. 20 for York, I believe, and 10 for Lancaster. Now, our closest court are ready to play again. They're just setting up, and they're off. Lancaster, a nice smash in there. The York player did a twirl, wasn't quite able to get it over that net, though. That is a point to Lancaster.
York have won their set in the second match there, so they're just on a break.
Lovely high shot there on our court from Lancaster. Hitting the net, unfortunately. That is a point for York.
Big smash from Lancaster there. And from York in return. Powerful shots going on here.
Some beautiful badminton at play here. Some really long shots, really short shots. Unfortunately,
From York.
the York player dives for that shot there, was not able to get it. That is a point for Lancaster. Some beautiful play here. Lancaster getting it right where York player wasn't. The York player still trying to go for it, see if they can.
And Lancaster hit it into the net. It's currently 13-10 to York. York pulling ahead here. York have the serve as well.
York here serving. Serve that would have gone out, but Lancaster still went for it. Still playing. They got it nice and high. Unfortunately, York have slammed it right into the net there. That is a point for Lancaster. It's still anyone's games. The score is 11-13. Lancaster are in a position here where they can just quickly overtake York.
Second court is shaping back up for their second set now. And I believe the third court is...
Oh, some beautiful net shots there.
Lancaster make the first point in the second match, which York dominated before. They're a set-up now. York making some very nice shots, reacting well. Ooh, the shuttlecock lands just on the line, and so Lancaster win another point in a game that they are not the favourites in. Back to the first court now. Lancaster have pulled ahead. They're 14-13 now, but it's York's serve. Lancaster goes out. It's 14-all. Very closely matched here.
Teams seem very matched here. Lancaster getting ready to receive the serve from York. Just some small shots over the net there. They're going longer. Lancaster playing really wide there. York hits it straight right into one of the players' foot on the Lancaster side. That is a point to York.
York have made the scores even in the second court. It's 2-all, but Lancaster just hits it long, and so York pull ahead again with 3 points.
We're now
all on the first court. They are matching each other point for point.
They are indeed.
And a beautiful hit is made from the floor after a lunge from the Lancaster player. She gets back up, play continues. Very intense. But Lancaster hits it with the edge of the bat, the racket even. It does not go anywhere, and York win a point there. Very good match point there. Here goes York with the serve. Oh, hit just into the corner. Well played by Lancaster. And they even up again, 16-all.
They're really well matched here on this
They are
court.
very well matched, yes.
They're just one of them gets a point, the other one gets a point. It's really going to be down to the line here. Lovely
Hit
point
from
there.
The Lancaster player very close to the York player's body, and she couldn't return it. So 17-16 to Lancaster. Oh, hit wide by York. 18-16 now. York are pulling ahead in the second match. It's now 8-2 after Lancaster couldn't quite make a shot. And York are serving again. It's 18-17 on court one. This is a long point. They are running around everywhere. Big smash hits. Drop shots over the net. Oh, Lancaster tries to deflect a shot towards her body, and it goes off to the side. So York level back up again, 18 all. It really is anyone's game. York hits it under the net, 19-18 to Lancaster on court one. This is very, very close, this game. Big long shot. They're running all over the place. York hits it into the net. It's 20-18 to Lancaster. This could be a game point here. A set point, should I say. Oh, and York hit it into the net again. Lancaster win that set after such a closely matched level of skill there, and some really great points played. But ultimately Lancaster take that one. In the second court, York really have pulled ahead. They're at 13 points to 5 now as York hit it into the net and give Lancaster a serve. But Lancaster are generally trailing. And of course York are also a set up, so this may not go well for Lancaster, although they have just won another point. Perhaps York are getting a bit too comfortable. There's some good returns, very close to the net, very quick reactions there. Lancaster get another point. They're gaining ground again. Maybe I spoke too soon. Lancaster deflects it in the wrong direction, so 14 points now to York. And they get the serve back, they get control of the game back, and they're a set-up, so if they win this set, then they've won the whole match. They're playing well. Lancaster hit it into the net, and that's 15 points now to York. And they're good to go again. Court 3's had a brief pause. I think someone won the set, but I can't see the scoreboard right now. Lancaster hit on court 2 just into the corner. York can't quite reach it, and they win another point. They're really varying their shots. Lancaster hit it just outside. Oh no, just inside, sorry. 9-15. York are making some great moves here as they do a beautiful tiny little drop shot over the net. Lancaster player can't quite reach it. And York are back up to 16 points over Lancaster's 19. Our match on court 1 is back up. York take the first point as York take the first point as Lancaster hits it wide. They're just trying to work out the scoreboard again. But I believe it's 1-1. Second match is going well. Ooh, shot from a Lancaster player goes right past the York player's head, and she can't do anything about it. It goes in, and it's 17-11 in the second court there. It's 1-1 on the third court. They've just begun their second set. I don't know who won the first one though. York have the serve. York cannot return it. It goes into the net. Lancaster win that point there. Lancaster serve is good. Big smash from Lancaster, but it goes out wide. York is at 19 points to 12. Good match. York at 19, Lancaster at 13. The serve lands outside the service box, and York gain. They just need 1 point to win. Yes, they already under their belts. The shot goes right into the corner, lands just inside, and York win that point there and their match. So that's 3 wins so far in women's for York and just 1 for Lancaster so far. They'll be hoping for more, I'm sure. Don't know how many matches are left to play. There's 2 still going on right now. On the court closest to me here, it's 4-all. And the scoreboard is unreadable right now, but it's pretty closely matched down there. So let's look at the first court now. This is a long point they're playing. Good range of shots running all over the court. But York ultimately hit it into the net. That's a point for Lancaster there. And Lancaster is to serve now. Well returned by York, but Lancaster tries to smash it, hits the net, and that's a point for York, 5-all. Again, very closely matched this set, just as they were last set. It's anyone's game, and it's all to play for here. Lancaster are going to be desperate to get a win here, because they're a couple of matches down compared to York so far. And they will have to win both of these matches if they want to try and beat the women's team from York here. 7-5 to York currently, and York have the serve. Oh, a big smash. So it's 8-6 now to York. Lancaster to serve. They're hoping for a win here. They're a set up already. So they just need to win this one as well, and then they've won the match. But York are giving them a hard time of it, although they have just conceded another point to Lancaster. 8-7 to York. Lancaster to serve on court 1. If you've just joined us, we're doing women's badminton. It's the first team, first seed. We've played 4 matches already. York have won 3. Lancaster have won 1. We've got 2 matches going on right now. Currently, Lancaster is winning the match on court 1. They're a set up, but this set York is winning 10-7. And there's another match going on down the far end of the court, which unfortunately we are unable to see the scoreboard for. But we'll get an update on that one as soon as possible. So for now, York have just conceded another point to Lancaster on court 1. It's 10-8. Lancaster are hoping for this one.
An update on the court furthest away from us. It is 13 to Lancaster, 7 to York.
Wonderful. There you go. Oh, Lancaster miss a point there on court 1. It's 11-8 to York. They are trying their best not to give this set to Lancaster, because they're still in with a chance of drawing this whole match. So if York can win just one of these matches, then they've won the women's badminton overall.
Oh,
Clips
hit the net there.
Will have been let through, so that is a point to York because it still went over the net. York to serve. 12-8 is the score. A lovely drop shot and then a smash. York are unable to return it. That's 12-9. Lancaster are not letting them get away with taking these points. Oh, a beautiful smash from York there. York manages to just drop it over the net and Lancaster cannot reach it. So it's 13-9 to York on court 1 with Lancaster set up. York serve. Big smash from Lancaster to return. York return it into the net, so it's a point to Lancaster there. Lancaster to serve on court 1. Oh, hit into the back of the court goes right past the York player's body, and she can't twist and reach it in time. It's a very close match, this one, 13-11. And the same play again goes right past the York player's body, and she can't turn to reach it. 13-12 to York. Big smash from Lancaster, another big smash. York stretches to reach it, and it goes into the net. So Lancaster have made the playing field level again, 13 apiece. And they're hoping to win this set, because then they win the match. Big powerful shots. The York player takes a fall trying to lunge for that. She seems okay, but the point is lost to Lancaster. York serve now. Big powerful shots. Oh, a beautiful shot from York. Drops over the net into the corner where none of the Lancaster players are. 15 to points to York, 14 to Lancaster. Some lovely arching high shots here, followed by drop shots. And the drop shot works in Lancaster's favour there. And they square it up again to 15 points apiece.
This match going back and forth. 30-0, 40-0, now it's 15-0. Lancaster serve.
Oh, a beautiful smash shot from very close to the net from Lancaster there. Goes right between the players. Nothing they could have done about that one. It was super powerful, super fast. And Lancaster pulls ahead with 16 points. Oh, and York pulled the exact same tactic back at them. Again, works in their favour. And we're all square back at 16. This is a very closely matched game.
30-0, 40-0, 50-0, 60-0. York about the serve. And smash straight into the net for Lancaster.
Lancaster seem to have won the game on court 3, by the way. We weren't keeping very close track of that because the scoreboards were a bit dubious. But well done to Lancaster there. So if Lancaster are able to win this match over here, then they will have drawn even with York's 3 wins, which will be a bonus for them.
18-6 now score.
York are not letting them get away easily with that victory, so... York serves. Oh, Lancaster returns it wide, and York wins another point. They only need 2 to get a set, and then they'll have to be a tiebreaker set if they win this. Just under the racket of the York player. Makes it 17-19 for York. Oh, another brilliant smash shot from York. Makes it 20 points to them, only 17 for Lancaster. This is a set point here. If York can win it, this makes it even, and they'll have to play one more set. Some beautiful smash shots going on here. Very intense play. They're running all over the place. Oh, but York hit it long. Makes it 20-18 to York. Still a set point, and it's still all to play for. Of course, in badminton, if you win the point, then you win the next serve, so it's all important. Lancaster win another point, making it 19-20. This is a very closely matched game. Lancaster are desperate to win this set because then they don't have to play another one and they win. But of course, York are also desperate not to let them win. So, and York win the set. Lancaster returns the serve into the net, We will play another set in this game because York has just won that 21-19, very closely matched.
What an incredibly tight set that was. I think points there was 13 all, 14 all, 15 all, 16 all, and then 19 all. Sorry, they're not 19 all. York only got a lead at the end there, and they were just able to hold off that lead at the end. We now have no action on this women's court. The three courts that we can see here. Still plenty of matches going on in the open fixtures on the other side of the pitch.
And a lot of crowd noise from them as well. Big support.
As we would expect, lots of support for the home team. No Lancaster side.
Yeah.
And also lots of support from York, their fellow players.
And the York players, though they be but small, they are mighty. Lots of noise coming from them to make up for the lack of numbers.
And it's a very close Roses overall as well. Lancaster on the lead, but it's not a dominant lead like it was this time as well.
No, they're not running away with it quite the same this year. And we've still got the whole of the rest of today's fixtures and all of tomorrow's as well. So this competition is by no means over. We'll return to the women's badminton in a second. They're just taking a break after their sets. They're both one set apiece, so it'll be a tiebreaker round now. Both receiving coaching from their fellow teammates, their players. Lancaster seem ready to go again in a moment, and so do York. So this will resume in just a minute.
Presumably does the same sort of thing as it does in the tennis matches, where you have one bite of banana, you think, oh, I'll eat the whole thing.
Yes. I was commentating tennis yesterday and there were so many bananas going around. That was a long commentating stream, that one.
I would love to know
But
how
worth a
many
watch.
bananas they get through in an entire badminton match or tennis match.
Yeah, definitely.
It's probably not as many as you think. I think they're nearly ready to get there. I mean, York seem pretty much ready, Lancaster.
Just adjusting their ponytails and then they'll get back into it. If you want to keep up to date on all the news, remember to go to Roses Live. You can see all the scores, all the fixtures, the timetable, who's won what points are where. Everything you need to know is on roseslive.com. So make sure you're there if you're not already. Here we go. York are serving in this tiebreaker set. We're doing women's first badminton. And already the play is very intense, running all over the place. Big lunges on the floor to try and get it. But York hit it into the net. Lancaster wins the first point of this crucial match. Of course, if York wins this match, then they've won the women's badminton overall. Women's first, that is. If Lancaster win this match, then they have managed to draw it. So no points will be awarded to either side. Lancaster win another point there because they hit it just into the tram lines at the side. Well served. Oh, hit under the net by the York player. That makes it 3-0 to Lancaster. And they still have the serve. Big powerful smash shots from both sides there. In retaliation. Hit into the net by Lancaster and York gained their first point of this set, making it 3-1.
So Lancaster surged into a little early lead in this deciding set. York have pulled one back, crucially they've done the serve, so York do serve. And that was a foul serve, and so Lancaster 4-1.
The serves are very important in badminton. You don't get a second one like tennis. You've got to get it right the first time. York got it right that time and they win a point. Ooh, an enormous smash shot there from the York players. Hits the floor. Lancaster can't return it. And another point there for York.
Incredibly call that dugout, but in badminton, obviously not allowed.
Oh, Lancaster hits it just inside the tram lines. York can't reach it in time. 5-3 to Lancaster, and Lancaster have the serve. York return it outside the box, and so another point to Lancaster. Another point to York there as the Lancaster player just clipped the shuttlecock, but didn't hit it, and then it was hit by the other Lancaster player, which you can't do. Lancaster win another point there.
Still got a 3-point lead for Lancaster. Serving now. Smash shots.
Goes straight at the face of the York player. Manages to avoid it hitting her face, but she cannot hit it over the net.
Protection came first there, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, big smash from the Lancaster player, but aimed too far down and it goes under the net rather than over. So that's a point to York, and the serve is conceded as well. Oh, a beautiful smash along the tram lines from York again. The Lancaster player cannot reach down in time. It's currently 8-6 to York. No, to Lancaster.
Smashing back and forth.
A lovely smash from York. Couldn't be hit by Lancaster.
They're putting themselves back to York. 7-8.
Just as closely matched as it ever was, isn't it? Beautiful smash. Goes under the elbow of the Lancaster player. She can't return it. It's 8-all now, all square again. Let's see if they can keep matching themselves point for point like they did last set. York serve. Drop shot attempted, but it goes just too wide of the net. Another point to York there. And a very nice smash. It goes just inside the tram lines. 2 from York. Beautifully played there. She looks pleased with herself about that play. And another drop, which neither Lancaster player runs for. Would have been quite easy to reach if they had tried it. But yeah, we're taking a break halfway through this set because York have reached 11 points, so they'll switch sides now. So both teams get an even chance at both sides of the court.
Lancaster, they sailed away into a 3-0 lead in this final set, but York managed to put it back, and York definitely seems to be on top there in the second half of that particular passing set. Just the other break now. How important is momentum to these two teams? Winning the last point.
Definitely. You can see the kick in the York players' faces on that last little streak there. They were increasingly pleased with their progress up the scoreboard.
11 points to 8 is the score in this deciding match, deciding set here.
York players seem to be ready again.
Going on at the moment.
I think it might be the last women's first fixture as well. Hopefully York are going to win this, because then they would win the whole of the women's first fixtures. If Lancaster win it, then they have drawn the women's fixtures, so no points will go to either team for that. So I'm sure York are hoping for the victory here. And they are pulling ahead, but only by 3 points. This is the set that's all to play for. York serve. Returned into the net by York, so Lancaster closed the gap slightly, 9 points to 11. Whoa! Lancaster player lunges, falls on the floor, cannot return the shuttlecock across the net, and so York gain a point there to make it 12 for them.
serve by the York player. So Lancaster now in double digits as well. 10-12.
They're maintaining this 2-point gap pretty well. Beautiful drop shot over the net, but York can get there in time. York smashes it, Lancaster returns it just too wide, and York makes it a 3-point lead with 13 points over 10. It's very intense gameplay here. Both teams know that this is a very close match, and they both know how important it is to win as well. York smashes it to the floor, Lancaster cannot reach it. 14 points to York. And York have the serve as well.
York player getting ready to serve.
Short drop return from Lancaster. And it falls just inside the line. They cannot reach it in the York end. So it's 11 points now for Lancaster to York's 14. Lancaster serve.
Drop shots attempted. This one to the back of the court. Smash into the net from York player.
She seems disappointed with that, but they're still in the lead, so not all is lost. Lancaster serve into the net, so a point immediately goes to York for that foul serve, and they take over.
Smash
Big
shots from both
smash
teams.
Oh, the shuttlecock lands just inside when York thought it was going out. So 15-13 to Lancaster now, and they have the serve. The shuttlecock goes straight towards the York player, and she deflects it away from her body, only for it to go too wide. 14-15, Lancaster to serve.
Smash shot from Lancaster player. Smash shot from York.
Oh, Lancaster cannot return the serve, the smash even, from York. And so
We are all square again. And that one came off the top edge of the racket there for the York players. There's another point to Lancaster. They take the lead, 16-15.
York hit it just to the front of the court, and neither Lancaster player seems to want to run for it. They make it all square again, 16 all.
So we've had Lancaster have been in the lead, York have been in the lead. Both of the 3-point advantages at stage, but now we're all square again. As that is a
York
foul
took
serve.
a moment to adjust the shuttlecock there, but then served it into the not the diagonal service box. So they concede the point there. The Lancaster player falling on the floor, but gets straight back up. York smashes it into the net. So that's another point to Lancaster. They pull ahead at 18 points to 16.
Put your body on the line there.
We're in the
for
end
your
game
team.
now. It's very tense. There's a lot of support for Lancaster in the house.
We get smash
Beautiful
shots from both
smashes.
teams.
Oh, goes straight between the York players, and they're at 19 points now to Lancaster, 16 to York. Getting very close to the end now.
They've got a 3-point lead here.
Oh, York win that point by Lancaster returning into the net. All hope is not lost. They're at 17 points, and they have the serve now.
If York can win one of these next 2 points, I think they still got the chance. So we got smash shots from both teams. Drop attempted by York. Smash from York. Smash back from Lancaster. Back to York to Lancaster.
Very powerful shots going
And
here. Oh, Lancaster hit it into the net again. It's 18-19 to York. No, 18 to York, 19 to Lancaster. It's very close to the end here.
I said they
Quick
needed to
water
win
break.
one of the next 2 points, and they've done that straight away. 18 to York, 19 to Lancaster. While Lancaster still need 2, I think York will definitely have a chance to get themselves back in this.
And having the serve does give them a slight advantage. Very intense play here. Oh, Lancaster hit it to the floor. And York win another point, 19 all. We're square again. It really is such a tense, close match here.
Lancaster had a good chance there to get themselves to within one, but not to beat.
Oh, York smash it under the net, and it makes it 20 to Lancaster. This could be a match point here for Lancaster to draw even in the women's first badminton. York win a point there, making it 20 all. Lancaster smash it into the net.
What a time to be even.
So tense. My goodness. York serve it into the net. Lancaster make it 21. But of course, because York is at 20, they need 2 points clear to win this set. So Lancaster need to win this point as well, which they do. And they win the set, they win the match, and they draw even at the women's badminton first. Wow, that was tense. There was a lot of great badminton played there. York held their own until the very end, and they end up drawing even. So no points awarded to either teams there after all of that. But very well played by both sides. That was excellent.
Yeah, I had no idea which way that match was going to go. Lancaster had the lead at the start, then York pulled it back and got a lead of their own. And it was up and down like a roller coaster. Lancaster got themselves another lead there at the end that proved to just be too much for York. So in that final set, 22 points to 20, Lancaster take that win.
That is the end of the women's badminton now. There's still men's badminton going on next to us if you want to tune into that one. And there's plenty more sports this afternoon, and there'll be a roundup as well of everything that's happened today. So you can catch up on there of everything that you're missing.
Right, this is a mic test. I don't know who mic test is. Mike's giving me a thumbs up, which means I can probably stop. Let's switch to the other microphone. This is a second mic test. I don't know who mic test is, but he is here. Thank you, Michael.
They might not even have another